Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SPR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All righty, brother. Without a doubt, this is a tough game to cap. I mean, on one side, we've got Marshawn Skittles Lynch, and on the other side, we've got Jamal Charles, two of the best running backs in the league so far. And even bookies at BetOnline are having a hard time establishing a line. At first, it opened up favoring Seattle by 1 point. Then that went up as high as 1.5, but then quickly dropped back down to a pick'em, and then just simply flip-flopped to the Chiefs at -1. And since that switch, it's gone all the way up to -2 and -2.5 at Penny. What's going on here? I mean, what happened in Seattle that it just changed like that? I mean, I don't know. I've always liked the Chiefs in this case. They're playing at home. Alex Smith has the great ability to, manage the clock and everything. But, what happened here? Why would we see that line, just flip over like that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Craziest line movement of the week award definitely goes to this game. But I think it's justified because it looks like a lot of people and a lot of sharps think that Kansas City is a pretty good play in this game. And I looked at this game. I remember, I think on Tuesday when it was a pick'em, and saw that it kind of started moving in towards Kansas City. And I was like, thinking at home, with Seattle on the road, which with their defense, you never know what you're going to get with that these days. So I think that Kansas City is probably still, even at -1 with a little bit of juice, is still probably a pretty good bet from Bovada. Even at 2 points, not sure. There reaches a point where I think you have to become a little bit skeptical of this. But according to the consensus data, the Kansas City Chiefs taking about $7 out of every $10 that are wagered on this game right now. It's on unofficial numbers, obviously, but it's pretty rough. That's a pretty good estimate, it seems like, from what these lines end up being. So I like the Chiefs here. Can't lie. I think that with their run game, with how they can control the clock and keep that Seattle very, very potent offense and very obviously bruising running back at times, Marshawn Lynch. So off the field, I don't know. I think the Chiefs are a good play here. What do you think?
I totally agree, man. I mean, I like the way that Jamal Charles has been playing, and I like this kid, Niall Davis. I mean, he's been stepping up when Charles isn't there. So I think that if they can actually find a balance where they don't overwork Charles and they can actually start putting Niall Davis into the mix, that they might have a little bit more chance. And like I said, dude, I mean, Alex Smith is known to actually be a great clock manager. And if you watch his games, you can see that he doesn't waste much time. I mean, he's usually calm and passive in the pocket, and he gets things done, properly. And he's not known to be throwing long balls, so that's actually going to benefit them as well. Because, like you said, I mean, Seattle secondary right now is just, you never know what you're going to get with that. So I definitely agree with you, man. I like Kansas City, and especially with that little fact. I know it's not a big factor, but I think it was last year that the stadium actually broke that Guinness record of the CenturyLink Field for the 12th man, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, at least you're going to have an extra ability to have that home team advantage there, and you're going to have everybody else. So I'm down with you, man. I'm definitely down with Kansas City in this case.
Yeah, and one more thing I will mention, and I think it's a really nice indicator here from the SPR Consensus page of where this line's been and why it's at where it is. A lot of bets, actual wagers on the Seattle Seahawks, which is an indication when you look at the amount wagered that's heavily in favor of the Chiefs, that the public is on Seattle and looks at that as, oh my God, the Seattle Seahawks are taking points. Let's do that. And then the sharps are looking at it as Seattle's not the same team. Kansas City's, still, at least at this point, looks like a pretty solid team compared to what they were last year, which is actually a surprise, I think, to a lot of us. And the fact that they're taking a lot more money than the Seattle Seahawks, just a pure indicator, I think, that the sharp money in this case is on Kansas City.
I agree, man. All right, Jordan, as always, my man, it's a pleasure talking football with you, and I look forward to doing this again next week.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. And for SPR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SPR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SPR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.